yeah, sometimes you can also learn English through playing, especially if you are using some fun apps, English learning apps to help you learn English, or if you are playing an English game or playing games in English. I used to live stream my gameplay Honor of Kings on 抖音，我以前用抖音直播我的那个王者荣耀 and I use English to explain what I was doing in the game. Thank you for following me. Yeah. 大家如果想提升口语的话，就多练吧，多去找点那种可以去跟别人聊天的一些口语软件啊，或者用一些背单词的 app 呀。Just remember consistency is the key. Yeah, gusto. 社恐人不知道怎么说。嘿，快乐的小南 ，if you really want to improve your spoken English, right? You want to be able to speak like a native speaker. You want to speak English fluently, naturally, authentically, right? You have to overcome your social anxiety. You have to overcome your social anxiety. 你必须要克服你的社恐了，老铁。It's crucial. It's significant, bro. It's pivotal， 很重要啊这一点。但是那个 Gusto 的话，我之前不是用过一个软件嘛，叫做 Gusto，Gusto 这个软件去练习口语。在上面的话 ，you can find a speaking partner to practice speaking English one-on-one。你可以找一个就一对一的。You don't have to speak. You don't have to practice in front of a group of people. Just you can just manage to talk to just one person. Right, one fixed person, one fixed speaking partner. Once you guys once you guys think, okay, wow, we're at the same level and we share the same goal, then you guys can schedule a fixed time, right, to practice speaking English, to start practicing only. Yeah, I've always believed that, I firmly believe the best way to practice speaking English is through practicing with real people, not AI, not talking to yourself, not writing things down. You gotta learn, you gotta improve, you gotta practice with your mouth instead of with your eyes or your ears, right? You're gonna really communicate, you're gonna really converse with people using English. Okay, you're gonna learn. You really need to use English to express your ideas instead of always thinking about everything inside your head. You have to get it out, right? You have learned a lot of new words, phrases, right? Collocations, and the sentence patterns, right? You have to get them out, okay? You have to see them. No, maybe not see them. You have to hear them being used, being spoken in real conversation. You have to use it for communication. 听起来像那么回事儿，谢谢你老铁，我不会咬到舌头吧 ？No， 呀、谢谢关注。我 Where I'm from遵义 City， 贵州 Province， 我是遵义贵州的，不是，对，贵州遵义的。It's okay, it's okay. It's okay if you fail to understand me, which is normal because my major was English, and I have been teaching English for 7 years now. I have never spent one single day without practicing in my past, few years. So if you guys have any, if you guys think it's a little bit hard or it's a bit challenging in the first, it's totally understandable. I've been there, so I can totally get how you guys might feel when you just start learning English, right? Everything feels so struggling and frustrating, and you feel like giving up multiple times along the journey. It's totally okay, right? All you need to just at the end of the day, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. You're gonna make contributions. You're gonna give out something, right? Before you can what is that? Like no pain, no gain, right? Practice makes perfect. Welcome back to my stream. 谢谢大家的关注。I have been streaming for hours. No, it just been 1 hour. 好像就1个小时。I remember I started streaming 1 hour ago, so it's now 9:45. 1 hour. Yeah. Welcome back to my stream. Actually, I think you are so beautiful. Thank you. Thanks. You're gonna introduce your bro to me, but I'm not looking for a boyfriend. This is not my boyfriend's house. God, no. This is my grandma's house. 这是我外婆家. My grandma lives here. I'm visiting my grandma. I grew up in this house, by the way. I spent a big chunk of my childhood living here, growing up in this exact house, this specific house. In my memory, I think this house, right, looked practically the same all the time. 好像我家一直以来都是这个样子的。谢谢关注 ，Thank you for following me. My major was English. 我英语是专业。When I was in college, yeah, my major was English. Gusto, yeah, Gusto. 我刚推荐那个软件叫 Gusto. You guys can totally check it out, okay? 这是我外婆家。I live here, temporarily. But I do spend most of my time in a year living in Shanghai. 谢谢用户442 Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you for your gift. 什么软件叫做 Gusto, Gusto. Go check it out, okay? Gusto, go check it out. 为什么不干了？什么不干了？Do you mean being a teacher? I'm still a teacher. 我现在还是一个老师。I'm still working as a teacher right now, online, freelancing English teacher. It's just like I resigned my teaching job from high school many years ago. If you guys are familiar with me, right? If you guys are one of my old followers, you probably know that I used to work in a high school as an English teacher, but I had to resign that job because I needed to pursue my master's degree, which was significant to my career development. I thought having a higher degree, having a better educational background is gonna help me to find a better job in the future. So that's why. Thank you for following me. Welcome back to my stream. Which university did I graduate from? I graduated from Shanghai University with my master's and Guizhou University with my bachelor's. So I went to 2 different unis for my English education. 我本科是贵州大学的，也就是上海大学的。对，叫 Gusto, Gusto. I just translated 上海大学是不是很贵 ？Yes, they charge a comparatively higher tuition fee than other unis. 他们的那个 tuition fee is slightly higher than other universities. 你家在上海大学附近？哦 ，really? Okay, great. 谢谢大家的礼物 ，Thank you. 你想考贵州大学的 MTI 啊？我就是贵州大学毕业的，我本科是贵州大学的。Yeah, I did my undergraduate years in 贵州 University. 我的口音是比较偏 American 的 ，My accent is it's American style, not British style. Gusto 收费吗？我用的时候不收费的。When I was using it was totally free. You guys can check it out, okay? You guys can give me some feedback after trying it. 试一下之后，你可以跟我讲一讲。这是哪里啊？ This is my grandma's place. My grandma lives here. My grandma's house. My grandma's area. 用什么软件练习英语？就是那个舒子熙，叫做 Gusto。宝宝们可以打下这个单词吗？ Can you please write it down for me? Because there's nowhere I can write that down here. You guys can write it down for me. Gusto, Gusto. I think it's free of charge. 应该是免费的 because the last time I used it was totally free. 我上次用还是免费的 You guys can try it out, okay? Gusto. Remember, it's spelled as Gusto. Don't get a wrong app and come back blaming me for recommending a lousy app, okay? 不要下载错之后，然后来怪我，然后给你们推荐了一个糟糕的 app, okay? Gusto. Remember how you guys how the correct spelling of that word. Gusto means interest, hobby. 每天10分钟的免费 Oh, really? Yes, I think so, yeah. But yeah, 10分钟练口语也够了 I think 10 minutes is totally enough. Because a lot of people fail to even practice speaking English for 10 minutes, right? You always use all kinds of excuses trying to get away, trying to avoid practice speaking English, right? If you could just spend 10 minutes really opening your mouth and practicing speaking English, you're gonna see real progress in a few months, right? 可以在 Gusto 练口语是的You can connect with real people right? You can pair with real speakers right there. Like if you are having trouble finding a real person to practice speaking English with, that's the app you can try to go. Okay, you can try and find a speaking pal there. They are real people because from my perspective, practice speaking English, right? The most efficient way and effective way to practice spoken English is doing that with a native speaker or a real person. 谢谢大家的关注 ，Thank you for following me. Really appreciate that. 对的 ，Gusto 开口说，好像是这样，好像是这个名字。我现在教书的 ，I'm an English teacher. I'm still an English teacher. I work online. 我考雅思了，宝宝雅思口语8。我研究生是在上海大学念的，我本科是在贵大，然后贵州大学毕业之后呢 ，I joined a high school, right? I joined a high school and I worked there for a year as an English teacher, right? I worked there while I was working there. My job was to teach high school students English, but I only worked that job for 1 year before I quit it. Before I before I went to study further to get a master's degree. 在上海教书吗 ？No, it was in 贵州. It was a teaching job here in 贵州. It was like one of the top 5 high schools here in my province, in my hometown. 是我们省就是前5的一个高中. It was actually quite good, you know. Thank you for following me. Welcome back to my stream. 对 Gusto 哪里条件够艰苦了Well, this is the place where I was born and raised, so actually I love spending here, you know. For me, this house is more about memory, you know, rather than a place to live in, to sleep, right, to stay. It's more, it has like a lot of emotional value to me. 它对我来说有很多的那种情感价值、情绪价值。Thank you for following me. 口语怎么练呢？就是 practice speaking in English every day. No matter what you are doing, no matter where you're heading to, no matter who you're talking to, no matter what you're thinking about at that moment, think about the same question, how to describe that in English. 用英语怎么去表达它 Okay, try to say that in English. That's crucial. You gotta build that study habit over time. 一定要就是 build this study habit, 就是一定要慢慢的建立这个学习的习惯。It's something you gotta do, right? It's something you gotta do. If you don't practice even just for one single day, you feel something is wrong. It's like if you skip one meal of your day, right? 如果你就是一顿不吃，就很多人就很难受嘛 ，right? 如果一天不学英语，你也觉得很难受的话，那 then you're there， 那你就到位了，好吗？ I'm an online English teacher, yes. How long have I been practicing? My major was English. This is something you gotta know first, right? You have to be aware that my major was English, so I learned English full-time. I used to learn English full-time as a full-time college student. So basically, yeah, I spent a long time really practicing working on my spoken English. And I talk to different people, you know, I talk to like real people. One thing I think that really significantly helped me was talking to real people. I had a speaking pal, you know, I had a speaking partner who I talked to on a daily basis. 我每天都会跟我的练口语的伙伴练习口语。Like we agreed to log in that app, right, and start practicing at the same time every day. Sometimes not every day because you have like emergencies, right? You have other things to do. Yeah, if I'm available, as soon as I get a chance, I have some time aside, I would just go on that app and start chatting with people in English. I don't really care about it if I'm making any mistakes because I think the real ability, right, to learn English, to be able to speak English fluently is not the ability to avoid making mistakes, the ability to have the courage to make mistakes. You know what I'm saying, right? Don't try your best to avoid making mistakes because it's not going to help you. Making mistakes is really important. If you don't make mistakes, you don't know where to improve. You don't know where you said wrong. You don't know where you made a mistake, right? There's no way for you to make that improvement. Yeah, Gusto, G-U-S-T-O. 我在哪家线上 I'm an independent English teacher. 我是一个独立的英语老师。I work for myself. Thank you for following me. Yes, don't be afraid of making mistakes. Everybody makes a mistake. Even native speakers make mistakes when they speak in English. Chinese people make mistakes, right? Make a grammar mistake, pronunciation mistakes, right? Words, choice mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, even when people are speaking in their mother language. 这个装修的问题是因为它是it's old, you know. As you can see, the wall is super dark, right, and decayed, and the wall, the pile is like peeling off. It's because it has seen better ages. It has seen better times. 就是它已经饱经风霜了。And this house was built 50 years ago. So you guys can imagine how old it's gonna be. Just imagine a person being 50 years old, right? His face or her face is kind of full of wrinkles, right? He's going to like slow movements, right? Have slow movements. So the same thing with the house. 跟 house 是一样的. It's just really cold and it has been poorly maintained. 就它保养的也不是很好, so that's why. And the room that I'm in right now is called a 灶门间, a kitchen. 它是一个厨房. So in the countryside, we don't use electricity to cook. We make a fire. We make a real fire, you know, by burning woods, by burning sticks, by burning sticks, 就是干柴嘛, dry sticks, right? From the trees or from grass, and we burn them to make a fire to cook because it produces heat, right? Thank you for following me. 线上怎么收费? If you are interested in my class, my one-on-one English class, you can go ahead and DM me. 可以发消息问我，好吗？如果你想要自学练口语的话呢，我可以推荐大家一个软件叫做 Gusto, G-U-S-T-O. 你们可以去试一下，好吗？G-U-S-T-O. Can anybody please write it down for me? Welcome back to my stream. Thank you for following me. 谢谢大家的关注啊 Thanks for following me. 戴牙套了吗？没有 No. Thank you for following me. 不知道你说了啥软件，就是叫做 Gusto 这个软件 G-U-S-T-O. 就你可以在上面找那种，你可以上面去跟别人匹配，就是 speaking partner， 找那个 speaking partner. 对 Duffy, you're right. Yeah, my teeth are white. Thank you for noticing. 怎么样提升你的 pronunciation? Well, learn phonics 去学一下那个语音，还有那个 focus on rhythm 就注意一下你的节奏and try to imitate native speakers, right? Try to pay attention to how they are moving their lips and their tongue. 他们是怎么就是移动他们的这个 lips 嘴巴的，还有这个舌头的。How they place, where they place their tongue inside their mouth when they pronouncing a certain word, right? Try to pay enough attention to that. Gusto 开口说，是的，就是那个软件啊，宝子。Yes, I'm here. How to improve spoken English, right? 语音语学就是 you can learn. Have you guys learned IPM? 学过音标吗？跟着豆包能学吗？可以的。但是豆包的话呢，它是一种什么呢？豆包 is AI, right? Yeah, of course you can definitely get some practice by talking to AI, but I would argue that AI is not the best way to improve your spoken English, especially your fluency, 尤其是你的真实的流利度。Because when you talk to a real person, you get that immediate feedback, right, from them. Like you know how they are gonna react, and you're gonna reply or respond according to the real feedback or real interaction. It forces you to think in English because in real reality, right? In reality, we have to, like at the end of the day, eventually we're gonna use English. We train our English speaking skill to talk to real people, not to a bunch of robots, right? So 如果说 if you really do wanna improve your sense of this language and your fluency, you're gonna really know, you're gonna talk to real people. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired right now. 我现在有点累了。I don't know what I'm talking about. I just feel like my fluency is dropping, or my reaction is dropping. Like my reaction speed is dropping. 感觉我的这个反应的速度也开始下降了。Anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about, but you guys get the point, right? 谢谢白月抹茶，谢谢你帮我打下来那个软件的名字。I was a little bit concerned that you guys wouldn't be able to find it because it's an English name， 因为它是一个英语名字 Gusto Gusto。Highly recommend that app to everybody who shares a English learning goal. Yes. Yeah, you're so tired too. Make sure you 谢谢 Duffy. Make sure you get enough rest tonight, right? Go to hit the sack early tonight. 玲玲姐 Hi, welcome back to my stream. 全是技巧模仿外国人说话 Yeah, you gotta imitate. I think it's a muscle memory game, you know, when it comes to speaking English. I think practice speaking English is a muscle memory game. 它就是一个肌肉练习，肌肉训练。If you do wanna be able to speak this language fluently, you gotta, you know, get yourself used to using English in your daily life. Get yourself form of habit of learning even just a little bit, right? Every single day. 我这个是真实的房子 This is my grandma's house. I live here, and I was born and raised in this exact house. Yeah. Thank you for following me. 什么软件叫 Gusto 宝宝 Sweetheart Gusto. 我最高学历是Master. My major, I got a master's degree in English. 是研究生老铁。那个叫什么硕士学位。谢谢 Duffy, thank you so much. Thank you for helping me writing it down. Okay, thank you so much. 谢谢素素呀 Hi, I'm seeing you again. Welcome back. Welcome back to my stream, people, everyone. 怎么搜不到啊？你有没有打错啊，宝宝？ Did you misspell it? Gusto? Make sure you write it down. Make sure you spell it correctly, okay? I am Chinese, 100%. You can literally see Chinese red blood running through my veins. Thank you for following me. 要不要背单词呢？我觉得背一些 basic vocabulary is really significant. It's gonna be helpful because you don't have to know or memorize those fancy vocabulary to be able to communicate with people, right? If you start with those high level fancy vocab or super difficult vocab, is going to get you bored pretty soon. I think having a survival kit of necessary or some frequent, like high frequency vocabulary will be enough. It will definitely let you enjoy, have the joy of communicating with the people from day one instead of always, struggling to memorize like long, lengthy words, right? It's not worth the effort. 就是不值得这么去做。通常来说 usually, if you have a 3,000 or 3,000 to 5,000 vocabulary words of a vocabulary will be enough for you to support you to have to conduct some daily communications with anyone. All right. Thanks for following me. 谢谢大家的关注 Really appreciate that. Do you guys have any more questions? Yes. The goal is to communicate, right? To make yourself understood. To make sure your ideas can get your ideas across your audience. To ensure communication efficiency. I am majoring in English. Oh, your major is also English? Great. 谢谢关注 Thank you for following me. I will be here for another 35 minutes. Yeah, 我要再播个半个多小时. So if you guys have any more questions, okay, take your time while I'm here. Grandma is proud of me. Yes, he's super proud of me. My grandma, my mom, my dad, my little brother. I have a little brother, by the way. 词汇不够就要先背。是的。If you guys are really interested in practicing spoken English by yourself, first of all, I would like to say thank you to some of your sweeties, right? Some cuties. You guys write it down. You write down the app's name in the comment section. 多小的弟弟 ，He's in college. 如果你想要自己练口语的话，你可以去下载那个 Gusto 好吗？如果你不想要报班的话，你可以去下载那个软件，或者你可以多看一下美剧。看美剧，下载那个说英语的不是练口语的软件，叫做 Gusto， 然后可以看软件，不是可以看那个美剧啊，多看美剧。I love watching American TV series。对的 ，Gusto 开口说这个软件。Welcome back to my stream。怎么拼的？就是 Gusto 啊 ，Gusto。背单词的话，你可以用百词斩跟默默，这两个是我坚持用了很久的。When I was a student, you know, I kept on using these two apps for memorizing vocab. Yeah. 是的 Duffy, thank you Duffy, you're so sweet. 谢谢你。Thank you so much. You have been a really good help. 讲了大晚上了，我睡而不可。Oh my god, look at you, you're so concerned of me. 老友记，对 Modern Family, 老友记 The Big Bang Theory, these are all my favorite American TV series. I love watching them over and over again. 对的 Duffy, you're right. 就是那个 Gusto 啊 Gusto 软件，大家可以去。谢谢百越抹茶，谢谢宝宝。You're doing that again. You're writing down the name for me again. Thank you so much. 这是哪呀 ？This is 初来乍到也很好看 ，Fresh off the boat, right? Fresh off the boat is also worth recommending. I am at my grandma's place. This is my grandma's house. I don't work here. Sorry, I work here right now. Like when I'm staying here, I work here. But yeah, I'm here for a short stay. I'm here only for a short stay. I'm gonna head back to Shanghai next month. Yes. I'm staying here right now because I'm visiting my grandma, but I do like stream. I do streaming. I working. I teaching classes. You know, I shoot videos when I'm here too because I'm a freelancer. 我是一个 freelancer. Hi, 正念老铁，你来了。Hi, welcome back to my stream. Yes, this is my grandma's coat. 这是我外婆的衣服。I'm wearing her clothes because I didn't bring enough clothes with me here. So I have to wear her clothes because it's a little bit chilly here, both in the mornings and in the evenings. I gotta bundle up a little bit. 我必须要穿多一点点 to keep myself warm. 对的 Gusto 开口说，是的，就是那个软件。谢谢宝宝。百越抹茶 ，Thank you so much. I literally don't know what else to say except for thank you. Yeah， 大家可以去下载那个宝子们。是衣服限制了我。我穿这个衣服不好看吗？ My grandma said I look pretty cute wearing this coat. 要登录吗？当然要登，你不登录好像也可以用，但是你登录的话 ，you're gonna have your learning record, right? You're gonna have your learning history, because that app keeps track of your learning progress. 它会记录你的 learning progress. 谢谢露露。要注册，你可以注册，也可以不注册，都行吧？好像。你可以去看一下吧 I forgot. 谢谢关注啊，然后你也可以试试 just yeah. What I want to say is what really matters, right, when it comes to learning English. If you really do want to improve your spoken English level, you gotta remember that no app is gonna magically make you fluent. You have to, if you think this app is really helpful, right, it helps you, it's effective, then you have to stick to it, you have to stick with it. 你就是一定要持续性的练，不管你用什么软件啊 doesn't matter what apps we're talking about, right? Whether it's this one, Gusto, that I'm recommending, or it's Hello Talk, or it's 流利说, or because there are just so many different, a wide variety apps on the internet, right? They are available there. They are free. Doesn't matter what apps you use. The most important thing is remember to stick with it, to use it consistently. 就一定要持续的去用它。Welcome back to my stream. 谢谢小星星 ，really appreciate that. 谁在说话 ？Me. Your English teacher. Your English streamer. 大家可以持续点赞了，谢谢 ，Thank you. 是的 Duffy 谢谢醉为落日日落升，星为日落升 sorry 谢谢你的小星星。大家可以给个灯牌吗？followers sign, can you please give me a followers sign? 就那个灯牌只要 0.1 元，只要1毛钱好像。Okay, please go ahead, give me a followers play. 谢谢 C 同学，就这个东西，就是这个粉丝团。谢谢幸福在路上 ，Thank you so much. Thank you sisters, thank you brothers, thank you princess and princesses. 谢谢王子公主们，谢谢大家。Okay, are you okay? I'm good. I'm from here. I'm from 遵义，贵州 province， 遵义 city， 贵州 province。大家可以持续给点灯牌吗？谢谢。Welcome back to my stream。谢谢大家，谢谢。Thank you sweeties, thank you honeys, thank you cuties。谢谢小可爱们。可以请我做翻译吗？ But I haven't done any translation related to Java for ages, so I'm not sure if I'm qualified enough. Like, what kind of translators are you looking for? 要下晚自习了，老师同学们，你们辛苦了啊 ？What? Are you having an evening class right now? Welcome back to my stream. This is my grandma's place. 这是我外婆家。It's a remote village. It's located in a remote village in the middle of nowhere. 遵义 City, 贵州 Province. When will you... What? You wanna watch me shower? Dude! How about some privacy? 谢谢礼物，谢谢元芳，谢谢。是的 ，Duffy 是那个 Gusto， 对的，那个如果你们想要练口语的话，谢谢那个 Duffy 宝宝，这个是我刚推荐的，然后那个宝宝一直在帮我打下这个字儿 ，like he's doing that as a favor for free. I can't imagine that. 就是那个软件，大家想提升口语可以去试一下那个软件哈，叫 Gusto Gusto。如果背单词的话呢，可以试一下百词斩跟那个默默说英语。我觉得这3公司应该给我打钱 ，cause I'm recommending them for free. You're 50 years old. 37学太早了啊 ？Are you okay? You're asking that dude that question. I thought you were asking me. Thank you for following me. 我现在在遵义 I'm currently in 遵义 in my grandma's hometown, also my hometown, at my grandma's place right now. As you can see, my background is a bit dark and decayed, right? And withered. Withered 就是感觉有点就是老旧了啊，风化了because it's super old. Thank you for following me. 42 years old, learning English. I'm so proud of you. I'm cheering for you, okay? I'm cheering you up. 我来为你加油。Yeah, especially Gusto owner. Yeah, the company that runs Gusto, right? How about some recommendation fees? How about some sponsor fees, right? 谢谢 FHF 啊，大家有灯牌的给个灯牌哦。Yeah, live and learn. 教大家一个短语，就是学到了、活到了，叫 live and learn. Live and learn. Live and learn. Yeah. Thank you for following me. Fee, not free 啊 ，fee。谢谢关注，谢谢大家，大家可以点进我的直播间吗？I see some people are watching me outside of the stream. Please welcome in. 欢迎点进我的直播间哈。Modern Family 非常适合。It's a great show for learning English, right? If you wanna expand your vocabulary, working on your speaking English, your listening, right? Or just getting a chance for yourself to be familiar with that English culture. Yeah, doesn't matter what your purpose is. You gotta watch that show. 生活大爆炸也很好看. It's my #1 favorite, my all-time favorite American TV series. I have watched Modern Family, The Big Bang Theory, How I Met Your Mother, Fresh Off the Boat, and Friends for so many times. Around 30 times, you know, right? If I round it up, 如果我平均下来的话，应该每部剧都就是平均下来每部剧看了30多遍。但是像《生活大爆炸》和《Modern Family》应该看了有50多遍以上了。 I mean, from season 1 to season 12, like the entire season, all the seasons. Yeah, live and learn, 活到老学到老。Welcome back to my stream. 怎么练口语? You can practice speaking English with native speakers. I think the best way is always, speaking with the native speakers. Right? If you could find a speaking partner, if you could, find a native speaker to practice speaking English, that would be great. That would be awesome. 你们可以去用一下那个软件 Gusto 去帮助你们去找那种 speaking partner. You could also practice speaking English to yourself, okay? Talking to yourself and record your voice. Recording yourself, okay? Recording your own voice, your speaking also helps a lot. 就把自己说的给录下来。如果你用的是那个 Gusto 的话，上面你说，它能够帮你录下来，就是那个你可以自己回去听了。就是那个 ZHY 叫 Gusto Gusto， 你们可以去试一下。Gusto， 如果会打的宝宝可以帮我打一下吗？Welcome back to my stream。对的，就是大家可以看一下 Duffy 宝宝打的这个，就是那个软件的名字啊。Welcome back to my stream， 还能有网，不错。Yeah, thanks to my uncle. My uncle hooked it up for me. My uncle enabled it for me. Welcome back to my stream. How to say, how to listen. How to say, how to listen. If you want to improve your listening, right? I suggest you to listen to things that's like only one difficulty level above your current reach, or above your current level. See if your current English level is B. I recommend you to listen to things that's B plus. 比如说如果你现在是 B 的话呢，你去听那种 B plus， 就是 B 加的那种东西。It's just it's a little bit difficult, but only slightly difficult. You can still understand like 80% or 70% of the entire material. Like the rest 20% or 30% is what is tripping you over, right? Try to overcome that 20% or 30%, working on the part where you failed to understand, right? You failed to listen, to comprehend. Then by doing that, you're not like forcing yourself to, you're not like surprised. You're not overwhelming yourself or stressing yourself out by listening to like super difficult, which is totally, daunting, right? Disencouraging, frustrating. At the same time, you get to, get a little bit like a sense of achievement because you're still understanding most of the material. Thanks for following me, okay? 然后如果想练口语的话呢，就用那个 Gusto。如果想提升听力的话呢，你就试一下听你现在觉得只能听懂80%或者70%的那种原材料，那种材料就可以了。Welcome back to my stream. You went to New Zealand? For what? Going abroad is a good idea. Being abroad is a good experience. I don't mind traveling to other countries or studying in other countries for a short period of time. But what I do really want to only focus my life on here, in China, because I got everything here. My parents are here, my family, right? My friends, my career, my everything is here. I got everything here in China. Not to mention China is one of the safest countries to live, right? Super livable, super convenient, everything. China is like convenient from every level. 就从每一个程度来讲都是非常非常方便的一个国家. So, yeah, I've never really considered immigrating to other country. I love staying here. I love living here. I love my life here. 怎么使用